To better understand and plan for long-term facility needs, the City of Golden Valley is studying core municipal departments to determine how they can best serve the community while maintaining opportunities for a future downtown Golden Valley. The goals are to support effective and efficient city services, strengthen and create a dynamic downtown with a strong civic presence, and ensure long-term fiscal responsibility for investment in physical infrastructure. This video will explain the need for the study, provide an overview of existing facilities, explore visions for a dynamic downtown, and outline opportunities for community engagement. Over an 8-month period ending in June 2021, a community task force is working with the city's architectural consultant and staff steering committee to evaluate space needs for various city operations. The objective is to increase safety and access, accommodate current and future evolutions in service, and provide detailed recommendations for long-term phased investment in Golden Valley municipal facilities. The study will focus on the city's main campus at Winnetka Avenue and Golden Valley Road, as well as 3 remote locations. On-campus buildings include City Hall, the Public Safety Building, which houses the Police Department and Fire Station 1, and 3 Public Works maintenance facilities for streets, parks, utilities, and vehicles. The 3 off-campus facilities include Fire Station 2 at Laurel Avenue and Turner's Crossroad, Fire Station 3 at Golden Valley Road and Bonnie Lane, and the Public Works Warehouse at 10th Avenue and Mendelssohn Avenue. The City of Golden Valley is responsible for providing its taxpayers with reliable, consistent, and quality basic services. Currently, these operations are limited by the age, configuration, location, and resources of facilities. The 9 city buildings included in the study have an average age of 40 years, with many still using original mechanical systems that require extensive maintenance. A do-nothing scenario for these facilities would not benefit the community. Instead, this long-range plan will outline responsible investment in facilities and services that is proactive rather than reactive, ensuring effective and efficient city services for years to come. First, the plan will establish a clear path to accommodate evolving operational models for all city services. One example is moving the fire department from a paid-on-call to a duty crew service model. Second, it will address congestion and safety issues caused by having large vehicle traffic in conflict with the desire for a safer pedestrian and bike-friendly downtown. Third, a more visible City Hall will create a welcoming environment for residents, promote transparent local government, and serve as the heart of downtown Golden Valley and its civic life. Fourth, the plan will help the city budget for phased improvements to key service areas, plan for investment in current or new facilities, and inform debt management and fiscal responsibility. While all of the city buildings in the study are well maintained, their age results in the need for ever-increasing repairs. They were also designed for the way cities did business 30 years ago or more. Some issues include limited space for training, storage, and operations, lack of facilities to equitably accommodate different genders, and layouts that don't effectively serve the public.
Golden Valley's City Council chamber is right behind me, but you'd never know it. That's because the layout of City Hall creates challenges for public access and transparency. From the outside, the building is almost hidden from Winnetka Avenue and Golden Valley Road, showing its backside to the city's prominent commercial intersection. Parking and circulation share space with police and public works vehicles, creating congestion and safety issues. When visitors enter the building, the first thing they encounter is the waiting area for the city's busy DMV, resulting in confusion and difficulty accessing other areas of the building. They then must navigate long, tight corridors on 2 different levels to find the services they need. The council chambers and main conference room, which are the city's primary public meeting spaces, are hidden from view as visitors arrive on the 2nd floor, and there is no gathering space for visitors to meet before or after a council or commission meeting.
Providing 21st century policing requires more effort and time than in 1994 when our building was last updated. Operational, equipment, and technology changes have affected not only how much space is needed, but also how it is configured. For example, training time has doubled in the last 20 years, and having dedicated spaces for scenario, use of force, and firearms training has never been more important than now. For a building that is used 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, there is inadequate locker room space to meet the growing diversity of our agency. We also lack separate parking for employees and secure indoor and storage for police vehicles and equipment. Along with more adequate workspaces for current patrol officers and supervisors, we also need secluded private areas for future embedded social workers and mental health officers, as well as more than one interview room. Rapidly changing security standards require a growing need to secure data that contains private information in areas not accessible to the public. And as connections to the community become increasingly critical to modern policing, we are lacking public meeting spaces outside the secure area of our current building.
The Golden Valley Fire Department is at a bit of a crossroad. Changes in the fire service, along with changes in society, are rendering our current response model unsustainable moving forward. As we study other options, we quickly realized our existing facilities cannot accommodate present-day fire response models. The solution is to change our 50-member staffing from a paid-on-call to a 24-hour scheduled part-time duty crew. To make this work, we need to go from 3 stations to 2, which puts a fire truck in front of your house faster than our current response model. And it's essential to determine locations for these 2 stations that will provide the most optimum service to the community at a reasonable cost. Golden Valley's 3 stations were built in locations that served the city when it was smaller and less divided by freeways. Besides lacking the amenities needed to support a 24-hour staffing model, these facilities do not accommodate modern vehicles and equipment. More importantly, they don't accommodate current best practices to protect the health and safety of our firefighters.
Public Works crews maintain Golden Valley streets, parks, utilities like sewer and water, vehicles, and equipment. As such, we have a lot of moving parts, and while our staff is cross-trained to provide support and mobilize quickly, being housed in 4 separate facilities hampers efficiencies and communications. For instance, instead of maintaining 1 building, we maintain 4, including separate lunchrooms, locker rooms, and vehicle wash bays. Our older facilities don't accommodate modern vehicles and equipment well. Making everything fit is like playing a giant game of Tetris. Tight vehicle circulation areas often cause damage to equipment and structures. There is not enough space for tools and supplies, and a remote storage site is more than a mile away, further increasing time to complete tasks. And moving large equipment past City Hall and through the downtown area raises safety concerns for vehicles and pedestrians alike, including residents of our neighboring senior high-rise who regularly walk through our parking lot to reach McDonald's, or people visiting City Hall.
The facility study will also leverage and integrate with other city planning initiatives. Golden Valley's recently completed 2040 comprehensive plan provides a 20-year vision for the city, identifying goals and policies to guide land use, development, parks and trails, and infrastructure. One vision is for a dynamic town center that is accessible and connected, as a rich social identity, offers a range of commercial and cultural opportunities, and is welcoming, inviting, safe, and walkable. To move that vision forward, the city is studying Golden Valley's downtown area to identify potential redevelopment opportunities. Goals include new mixed-use commercial, retail, and residential uses, pedestrian and bicycle connectivity, dedicated public gathering spaces like a downtown plaza or park, and a stronger identity and visibility of the Civic Campus. Specific goals for the Civic Campus include establishing a unified commercial and civic center that is a distinctive identity for Golden Valley, reversing deteriorating conditions by providing opportunities for private investment and reinvestment, and land use pattern that results in more functional and complementary relationships. With this in mind, the facility study will further explore consolidating public works operations off-site and out of the downtown, Co-location possibilities for efficiency of uses such as a joint city hall, library, and license center, or a combined police and fire station, creating a public gathering space, creating a north-south and east-west bike and pedestrian link through the site, identifying potential locations of the site that could transition to private mixed-use development. Your participation is vital to this planning effort. This virtual open house and survey are the first phase of community engagement, a chance for you to help define the needs and vision in support of city services. After watching this video, please use the provided link to participate in our online survey. A second phase of engagement is planned for February 2021, when we will share preliminary planning concepts for your review and feedback as detailed recommendations are developed. Throughout the process, we invite you to visit the project website at bit.ly/GVFacilityStudy. The website includes task force guiding principles, goals and objectives, meeting agendas and minutes, project timeline, and a place to sign up for project update emails. Thank you for spending some time to learn more about the Golden Valley Facilities Study.